What's up, everybody? So we're back out here with another Shop Talk Tuesday, and we are going to talk about all kinds of stuff today. Now, some of this is going to be shooting from the hip. Going to be winging a little bit of this. We are going to do what we have working in the background, what we have working on the next few videos. We're going to do a viewer's knife for the viewer's knife section, and yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to talk about. Now, we're going to talk about a few things that have been going on and stuff like that, and then we're going to hop into what we have coming up on the channel, plus, you know, some of the stuff that's working in the background. So I'm going to start off with, for one, I hope y'all had an amazing 4th of July. For everybody who celebrates it, hopefully, if you live in America, you celebrate the 4th of July, because the 4th of July is a big moment in our history, and it's absolutely awesome. So I definitely celebrated it. I took the weekend off to be able to celebrate it, hang out with my family, spend time with coworkers and friends, and that's what I did. That's why I didn't really release any videos during that. I released a video on Saturday early in the morning, and then we did a break for Sunday and Monday, and then of course we're doing Shop Talk Tuesday. Now, sometimes you just got to take a little bit of time off and just enjoy life and not try and do your other job whenever you're off of work. So that's what I did, and I'm happy that I did it. I'm nice and refreshed, ready to go. So excited about that. But again, I hope that y'all had an amazing 4th of July, and I hope that y'all shot off plenty of fireworks. I hope everybody was safe. I hope nobody got the COVID-19, because that would suck. And yeah, but anyways, that's pretty much it for kind of me just talking about the fact that, you know, I didn't do a couple of videos, and I kind of wanted to explain why I didn't do a couple of videos, and there you go. Now, there is a few things that I want to talk about with the channel and stuff like that. I have decided that I am going to still be doing the vlog setup. It might not be every single day, because I want to be able to have some time to my family and just take time off here and there. I'm planning on doing tons of videos still. I am going to have time spans where I'm doing a vlog every single day during certain builds and stuff like that. But if y'all happen to see a day where I skip a day, it's all because, you know, I was just trying to be able to spend a little bit of time with my family and do things like that. We did, I think it was about, before I took that little break, we did about 60 vlogs in a row. And that was pretty awesome. That took a lot of work, especially whenever you work as much as I do outside of YouTube. It did take a lot of work. It took a whole lot of time, and it was absolutely crazy. But I decided that I'm not going to make myself have to do a video every single day, because whenever you get that crazy with it, you're just filming, and sometimes the content's awesome, and you know, I try and make sure that whenever I'm doing the daily vlogs, that it's something that y'all are going to learn from, that it's something that's going to be really useful for y'all. But it got to where, you know, you're just doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again, because we're doing builds and things like that. And I wanted to be able to take a step back, look at what I'm doing, and then decide, you know, how I wanted to focus the channel. So we are going to have, like I said, I plan on doing a ton of vlogs. But again, I just don't want to have to stick to that schedule where I do one every single day, because you get burned out with working that much. And I think that y'all appreciate the fact that, you know, I decided to make sure I focus on my family and focus on, you know, taking a little bit of time off here and there and being able to do some cool stuff. Now, next week, I am taking the week off. I've got a couple of things that I'm going to work on that are complete builds. So there's going to be a few knives where I'm going to go from start to finish, and I'll be able to release a few videos that are the full-blown, I start the knife, I finish knife in one video. So we're going to have a few of those come up, just kind of peppered in throughout the kind of vlog style stuff that I'm going to be doing as well, where I'm showing y'all particular parts of a knife build process and why I'm doing certain things. So I'll still have all of those more educational ones on, where I'm showing y'all how to do a specific thing with a specific type of material and things like that. I plan on doing a few forged videos where I'm going to work on just forging. We might not do the whole entire knife build for that little series. I think what we're going to work on is we're going to do a week worth of just forging. So we're going to work on practicing forging hidden tangs. We're going to work on practice forging in bevels. We're going to work on stretching material. We're going to work on a few different things that are just forging techniques. And am I the best forger in the world? No. No, I'm not. I'm still learning how to do some of that stuff myself. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you how I do things. Now, is it the way the experts do it? No. It's the way that feels right for me and the way that I feel like I'm going to do things. Now, the cool thing is, I've been watching some Jason Knight. If y'all don't know who that is, he was one of the Forged and Fire judges, kind of like the guest judges and stuff like that. He's got an awesome channel. And I like his style because it's just I'm going to grab this thing right here and we're just going to throw it in the forge, hammer it out, and whatever it turns into is what it turns into. You know, he doesn't go off of, you know, whenever he's doing his bevels, he's not going off specific degrees, and he's not doing everything to measurements and all this stuff. It's what feels natural, and that's kind of how I like to do the things whenever I'm making knives. But we're going to be doing some of that, so we'll have, you know, a little series dedicated to just forging, because the reason why I'm not going to be showing complete knife builds is I want to be able to show y'all different types of things that I can forge and stuff like that, because y'all see me do a ton of stock removal. I've done primarily most of that, but I do like to forge things. I do have fun with that process, and I just want to show y'all the forging out some of the stuff, and then eventually we'll go ahead and have videos of me turning those into full-blown knives with handles and stuff like that. But we're going to focus on just making the actual blades, and then we'll have videos, like I said, dedicated to the finishing of those blades. So y'all be looking forward to that. That's one of the things that I want to work on. Next week is going to be me building some of the bigger knives that I want to make, and I'll be doing some of the vlogs during the process. You really won't see much of the actual builds that I'm doing, the bigger ones, because like I said, I'm going to be doing that in a whole entire video. And I'm not going to do it like the time-lapse video that I typically do, where it's building a knife in 10 minutes, building a knife in 11 minutes. The videos that I'm going to be releasing are going to be about 20 minutes long, and you'll be able to see all the different stuff when it comes to making a knife from start to finish. I do want to do a video where I build a knife in one day. The Redbeard Ops, he did a video on that, building a knife in one day. I'm not going to do all of the like weightlifting that he did, because I don't weightlift, but I do want to do the build a knife in one day video. Plus, I'm going to be doing a video where I make a knife with just simple hand tools. I'll be using an angle grinder instead of like a file jig and all that, but I'm going to make a knife that is going to be heat treated but has the simpler tools, and then I'm going to make a knife that does not need to be heat treated. So I'm going to do a file knife, I'm going to use simple tools, and I'm going to make it how you can make it without actually having to have a forge to heat treat it. So you'll be able to see how to make a knife without having a forge. You'll be able to see how to make a knife with a forge but with simple tools. So we are going to have those, and just so that I could show y'all that it's possible without having to have all of the stuff that I use on a daily basis to make some of the knives that I make. You know, whenever I first started, I didn't use super fancy tools. Craziest thing that I had was a drill press, 1x30 from Harbor Freight, and an angle grinder. So that's what I had, and I had torches. You know, that was my forge. So I'm going to show you all that. Now, when it comes to what we have working in the shop, kind of in the background, stuff like that, I am working on 3 rivulets. Y'all have seen me do these a little bit or show these a little bit. Now, these have already been heat treated, tempered, everything. So this is 3 of the super thick file rivulets right there. Different styles. What I like about these is, man, you could have them just like this, 0 handles on them, and they're so thick that it just feels comfortable in your hand. But we've got 3 of those. I'm not really filming those because y'all have already seen me make one of those heirloom knives. We got that knife right there, which is one of my file knives. This is based on that military inspired knife that I did. So this is going to have those olive drab scales. It's going to be acid etched and everything. Then we got this little guy. I'm not really filming this, but this is a fun one. This is a little micro cleaver. I'm making this as a neck knife. Just a cool little, you know, fun little neck knife right there. Might even make it as a keychain knife with a little sheath or something like that, but that is a little fun one. It's got a very thin edge. This is going to be a fun little cool knife to make. So that's stuff that I'm not filming, but is working in the background, and things that I'm working on for customers. One of the things that I am doing for those as well is I'm making the handle scales. So this is all layered wood right here. This is the material that I use to make the multicolored version of the heirloom knife scales. And then, of course, zebra wood. These go together to make the handle scales that I made for the heirloom knife. So those plus some of the liner material. That's something I have working in the background that's going to be kind of cool. If y'all want me to show y'all how I made those handle scales, I'll do that in a video. Just let me know in the comment section, and I'll go ahead and film the making of the handle scales with how I did it with those 2 pieces right there. But we got that going on, and then this right here, these little guys, I'm happy I got these in. These are the black micarta pins for the Tonto right here. So that 3 beveled Tonto. We're going to have the black linered olive drab scales on there with black micarta pins. That's going to be pretty cool. I'm about to start working on those handle scales, shooting the video for that, so y'all be able to see the video. I am going to do the putting all the handle scales on in one video, and then we'll shape them in another video. But that's pretty much what we have working, like in the background style stuff. One of the things that I wanted to hit on was sheath right here. I had a person comment about the tape thing. I thought somebody was going to comment about it. Applying the tape on the sides to be able to put space in between the sheath and here. For one, so that you're not scratching the knife itself. But whenever I do some of these sheaths, I want them to be snugger on the actual knife, depending on the shape of the knife. I won't put tape on it because I will adjust the retention throughout here with my heat gun. I'll heat this side, heat the top, and then I'll actually press it down and put a little bit of space where I want it. Sometimes I want there to still be retention on the blade here, especially on a blade that's tapered to the front like this. This blade has a taper from starting here all the way to the tip. And I wanted to make sure that whenever I put it in there, that I didn't have any shakes or rattles. But I wanted it to hold where it needed to be held. So I've tapered it in an area that makes it work right there. But it's not all about having to absolutely have the tape on there. It is nice for some of the knives to put the tape in there to make it work with how you want your retention. I gotta pull my notes back up here. That's for the viewer's knife section right there. So, you know, it's one of those deals where you do what works off of things that you've practiced, and I've been able to adjust my retention how I want it, so I don't so much have to have the tape in there. If you're just getting into it and you want to make it as simple as possible, put the tape on there, do everything like that, because it is going to make it easier on you. But once you've made a bunch of these, and I've made a ton of Kydex sheaths, you'll just get used to adjusting your tension or your retention where you want it as you go through the Kydex sheath making process. So that's what I do on that. That's why I didn't tape it. Just hopefully clear that up a little bit. Now, let's hop into the viewer's knife section so that we can get this video wrapped up. It is a little bit longer video, but I wanted to talk about a bunch of the stuff that I talked about first. Now, the viewer's knife section. Okay, so we're gonna pop it right here. This is from Frank Velez. I'm assuming that I'm saying that right. Frank Velez right here, that name. This is the knife that he made. Now, shout out for his Facebook page. It's Steel Sharp on Facebook, so Steel Sharp. And I'm going to leave a link for that in the description below. Go check out his Facebook page. Now, this right here, $10.95. It's got a saber grind with a convex tip. I like this grind setup. I've done it on one of my knives. It's super fun to do, and it actually looks awesome whenever you do what he did, which was an acid wash. So acid etched, stone washed blade. Absolutely awesome blade. I like the handle scales. It says that they're oak with brass pins. That is a dark stain. If that's oak, you must have stained the hell out of that handle scale material. I like it. I like the super dark, I wouldn't say tactical, but kind of tactical-ish themed with the black Kydex sheath and everything. This right here, super awesome. So Frank has been making knives for about 2 years, and definitely go check out his Facebook page. Again, Steel Sharp, down in the description below. Go check it out and see what he's done. He's made a bunch of cool knives, and you know, just awesome, awesome, awesome page. Now, guys, if y'all haven't yet, send me some pictures of your knives so that I can go ahead and give them a shout out on one of the Shop Talk Tuesdays during the viewers knife section. We've got a whole bunch of viewers knives built up, and I'm debating on going ahead and doing an episode where I just talk about viewers knives and just spend time on that, but we'll see how that goes. I still like talking about them in the Shop Talk Tuesdays, so there you go. Now guys, if you also want to see other people's knives that are followers of the Facebook page and subscribers to the channel, go to the TRE Workshop on Facebook. That's my Facebook page, and it's just TRE Workshop. I'll have that in the description below. Guys, tons of people go on there and talk back and forth that are fellow knife makers. It's a super positive Facebook page. Nobody gets negative on there. It's just, you know, you post the stuff that you like, and if you have questions about knife making and things like that, dude, the guys in there, they talk back and forth with each other, they educate each other, and I'm also on there daily talking with everybody, so go check that out. TRE Workshop at Facebook. Now, my little thing's about to fall down here again. Yeah, notes. You gotta have that stuff, because when you're talking about all kinds of things, it's good to have an outline. Guys, that's pretty much the end of this one. If y'all would, give this video a thumbs up, share this video or one of my videos that I've done in the past that might be your favorite. And guys, if you haven't yet, bottom corner, hit that subscribe button. I'm pretty sure that if you're watching this, you probably already subscribed to the channel, but you know, just in case, there you go. And that's the end of this one, guys. Thank y'all for coming by. Thank y'all for spending your time with me. Y'all have an amazing day. And I'll catch y'all next time.